Hey everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie. It's another Mwenye Nchi Monday where we'll discuss all things governance. It's 2019. We're breaking Kenya away from prison and from anything that imprisons and oppresses and harms this nation. And what a way to start, but with a prophetic word, because the prophetic word does a lot to move us forward and to give us direction. And I've been here doing a series with the Company of Prophets, and we continue today with honor, stewardship, and covenant. Dr. Tekla.
So, I want to highlight the issue of honor. And it's something that has been highlighted already for 2018, so it's almost bleeding over into 2019. And the idea here is to talks about honor and respect in the word. We're told to honor our father and our mother so that it would go well with you in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. It also talks about giving honor where honor is due. And there was a book, I think, that we were looking at that said that honor is master. It's a master key.
Yes, it's a master key
that unlocks and opens very many platforms and opportunities and spaces. So that's something that I feel is going to carry on into 2019.
Yes.
And not only is honor a master key, honor is the master's key.
Wow.
So it is the key that is due the master. And we know that the master that we're talking about is Jesus Christ. So that we need to do that and to be careful to give honor to him and to his work and what it is that he's doing and calling us into during the course of 2019. I will be careful and vigilant around that in this year.
That's amazing.
Wow. For me, when I think about honor, the immediate person that drops in my spirit is Joseph. It's very easy to have honor when you're in a good situation, but you can imagine he was a slave. He was a slave in Potiphar's house. He was in prison and he still served the prison guard, the one who was in charge of the prison. And I can already extract that he honored them with the authority that they've been given. In as much as his situation was not the most ideal, he had honor. And honor is something that actually, it's not reflect. If light is shown onto onto your character, your honor is seen. So here, every time that that Joseph was called up to a different level, people could see from his character that he's an honorable person. And because of his honor, he actually brought prosperity to where he was. In our time, it might not be in the house and in the field, as was Potiphar's example. But for us, it's in the house. I take it as where you are placed, like your workplace. So just because you're there, there's because of your honor, there's prosperity in the workplace that you are in. But this workplace that you're in is in a larger field, which is in a marketplace, which is in a nation of calling, and that's the field. So because of you being positioned in this workplace, your workplace prospers, and because of your workplace prospering, it spills over to the entire nation. And that's the thing I feel like it's going to spill over to us for the next 10 years, because remember, we are talking not just about 2019, but for what it means for the next 10 years. So honor is a big unlocking of that kind of prosperity.
I feel it's also two-dimensional. On one end, it's God placing honor on his sons, on his people. It's just God saying, you know, for the ones who've been who've you know been on the back seat for a while, I'm going to play. If you've been the one on the BGV, background vocalist, now I'm honoring you to come to the forefront and to take the center stage. And he's pointing his finger upon particular individuals and saying, you know what, you may not feel like you have the strength to do it by yourself, but I'm honoring you by giving you grace, enablement, by giving you what you require. So on one end, it is God actually placing honor on people, and then on the other end is us exercising honor. As has been explained. I won't belabor it.
Wow, I'm just amazed. But I know that honor is unlocking a lot of things, and it's amazing how sometimes I can sit and watch a situation, or watch, like, let's say an anointing in the house. Let's say KBS, the KBS PLF family, or the Joseph. There's an anointing in the house. Some people are expressing and moving forward, and some people are not. And sometimes as a leader, it's hard because you can see, and you can see why this person is not breaking forward. is a lack of honor in some area of your life. It may not be revealed to you what the area is, but you could feel God say there's a problem here with honor. And you know, sometimes I was battling because I was telling God, I'm not going to share my personal stories, but he was like, yeah, you're going to share your personal stories. So here goes to personal stories. Is like one, I think somebody had a vision, I remember, about me giving birth, because that's the next thing we're going to talk about is birthing, and only people who had covered their heads could come into the place where I was birthing the vision. And it was such a long time ago and we never thought about it. The other day when I thought about, that's honor. There was a way that they could enter into that space where God was birthing something special, but it was by covering themselves and coming in humility and coming in honor. That was one. And then the other thing is, sometimes, well, I don't know, sometimes, a lot of times, every time I meet a man or woman of God that I respect, and especially it happens, I think, a lot, maybe around the women of God, but people who I really honor, or people who are before me in ministry, the first thing I do is kneel down. Like that day I met somebody in our shop, you know, I mean, even the drama, but you know, my middle name is Drama, so drama follows me everywhere I go. So I mean, it's a shop, but immediately, I don't care, it's a shop. I honor this person so greatly. I'd been praying to God to meet them for so long. Here they were. There's no discussion of time where we are. Me, I'm on my knees. I'll talk to you from a position of my knees. Why? It's honor, and it's not pretense, and it's not false humility. It's the truth. But I don't remember. In that shop, I think I knelt like 3 times. By this time, the drama was excess. I mean, guys were like, what is going on over there? But my moment had come, and I didn't have time not to honor the moment, you know. I remember once even meeting people who had trained me. They coached me and mentored me when I was starting ministry. I was seconded to them by my pastor. And then one day we met on business class. So, you know, you want to feel like you're a young whippersnapper. Even me, we're all, hey, everyone is on business class together, please. Let me tell you, I was one carrying bags, moving seats, but because there's still an honor. These people went ahead of me in ministry. They paved the way. I served in their ministries. I don't believe now until we're at par. There's nothing like that. I have to give them the honor that is due to them, you know. Some of them, I even kneel, they laugh. I tell them, because when I was clubbing when you were doing ministry, so actually I kneel because you paid the price. Me, I was catching pints. You guys, I was with the DJ getting down. You guys were doing the work of the Lord, and here I come and I find a laid out path for me to walk on and to do ministry. I have to honor. So I think you have to find ways like that. And even one that comes to mind is my dad. We kept, remember, whenever we do PLF, I always miss the fatherhood class. I don't know why. But that class is always a lot about forgiveness and aligning with your parents. And every time that happens, or maybe 2 or 3 times in my life, God has told me, go and honor your parents. Go and just say, I'm sorry. Don't open up another can of worms by listing the things that happen, because you'll start more arguments. Just say, Mom and Dad, if there's any way I had dishonored you, I'm here to honor you. And now my dad, you know, my dad is just like, this child, I don't know somebody's child. So I remember once, I think my mom wasn't there. How was I prostituted on the floor in front of my dad? You know, she was looking at me like, yeah. That's gone crazy. But those kind of moments always unlock such a release, a freedom, a release, the next level, the next dimension, that maybe you're out there and you cannot believe that the only thing that's holding you back is that you have dishonored probably your parents, maybe a spiritual authority, but you know who it is, because God will tell you. God, it's in your spirit. You actually know what steps do I need to put in place to honor. And with parents, sometimes there's been so much that has gone on in a parental a relationship. It's just important to go, and especially if they're growing older, you know, just go and say, Mom and Dad, I'm sorry for any place I've dishonored you, and I just wanted to say I'm sorry. End of story. Do not carry on from there. You know, Stu, when I was standing for, please, just end that thing, and it has power. It has such power. And I think also because it's a marketplace ministry, just honor the people at work who are over you. You don't have to like them, but you must honor them. Honor them with the things that you speak, honor them with your attitude, honor with the movements that you make, honor them with, just find ways that God will tell you, please, that's not honorable. Please correct your ways and do the honorable thing. And even spouses, or spouses are not kind of worms, because just do what is right by your spouse. Do what is right. Honor your children. Honor your children. Honor them, because you don't have them forever. You're a steward, and at some point those children are going to leave your nest or your home. So just honor them by doing the right thing also by them.
Just reminded of something that's been said often, that don't don't cut what you can
untie. Yes.
So even in terms of relationships, and I know there are many different circumstances, and some may be very difficult. It could be in domestic setting, it could be in the workplace, marketplace. But then, if you're able to untie it, do so.
Yes.
Yeah.
But don't cut it.
If there's a way that you, yes, if that's possible.
And it's amazing. I was telling God, I'm not gonna say that, but here we are. The moment is, you know, he just presents a moment, then he says, "Ding, ding, ding." Pastor Angie, there's the moment. You know, like there are very many people who are so upset with Pastor Angie. I'm always amazed that there are people who love Pastor Angie, flow with Pastor Angie, move with Pastor Angie. The same passion. There are others, let me tell you, if they could just kill me, they would just destroy me, cut me up and down, you know. So the same passion comes from two different people, yet it's the same Pastor Angie. Yes, I agree, there are times I think I made a lot of mistakes as I'm growing in character, but sometimes the reaction is completely, it's so stark, it's so black and white, you know. So also, just for those people, even who feel Pastor Angie has robbed you the right to, I've apologized before, but I will apologize. Let me honor you with my apology and say, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I did to you that hurt you in any way, I am sorry. And if there's any way you can retrace your steps and we just end this thing tidily, let's do that. Just for the sake of everyone. Because honor means you just go ahead. I think it's Maria who shared that I had never shared that with anyone, but except the people who were there at the Jordan. But when I was baptized in the Jordan, I was baptized, I think, once for family. I think I was baptized 3 times. Then the third one, I said, for everyone who has even touched PLF, walked away in anger, in annoyance, we don't care about that woman. Even for them, I want to be baptized because they touched the ministry that I carry, and I was baptized for them. So I don't have any dishonorable feeling in my spirit for them. I try to be angry, annoyed. I remember some have come back and I'm like, wait until they come back. I'm really going to deal with that. When I come, embrace, love, Jesus flowing, you know, because God is not going to allow that to happen, isn't it? Yeah. So for the people who really feel that I've dishonored you and I hurt you in some way, we need to talk about it. But I'm also a big proponent on that the hurt is both ways, because you could say something and I'm even in shock. I'm like, that's what I did. I'm like, what? I mean, this is what that meant. You know, I could even add to it, but you just walked away in a burst of anger. We didn't have time to talk about it. We didn't talk about it when all the emotions were up. Maybe now the time has passed. We can talk about it and we can address it. I think that's important.
And I think even just for 2019, if really you're holding on to something, if you're carrying something, it means that you don't have enough space for what you're supposed to be carrying, right? So just travel light, release. I think I've seen a quote around saying that holding on to unforgiveness is like holding hot coal in your hand and hoping that the other person gets burnt. It doesn't work that way. You're the one who's hurting yourself. It's still eroding you. So the moment that you release, you actually are making more space to be able to have the capacity for the assignment that's ahead.
It's honorable.
God bless you. Okay. Wow. So that was honor. We didn't tackle stewardship and covenant. So we've got to come back for stewardship and covenant. But that was honor. And that was Mwenye Nchi Monday, taking Kenya back. Prison break 2019 and beyond. God bless.
God bless you. Bye.
Bye.